Driftwood. We sort of fucked this up the first time we were here.
You can put a price on the warriors I have for hire, but you can't put a price on the glory they'll win.
Hail, friend, and remember.
Went in the wrong
Lucian's
places,
love
or rather
can be no
did
wrong.
things in the wrong order. Didn't go too well. I think if we can avoid that, this should be a lot faster this time.
I expect Malady has an answer to that.
Paradise, so not an act. I miss it. I miss them.
Hello again. That's twice, and I think it's time to start repaying the favours. I could fetch some stuff you need, maybe. Ma always said I was a great runner.
Give me high quality tormented soul.
Sure thing.
I know I have a use for that. I probably need like 3 soulmate scrolls in total. I mean, if we have more, that's great, but we don't necessarily need more. It's just to make our job easier. We need one for the boss fight in the end of the game. One for the Eternal we can meet in this area. I'm not even sure, do we need a third one? I'm sure there's a lot of top fights against undead, but we're not gonna fight most fights using them. I want to cover my bases on that front.
I hadn't realized I was in such illustrious company when we met before. Most fascinating, the things I've been hearing about you. Why, it was your ally, Malady, who spared me. She claimed...
He still has all my crap. Wonder, can I steal from you again? What about the ship?
Reaper's Coast lies nearby. The wood was freezing when I was in it.
Right. I think there's 2 options available for us. Go to the town itself or go to east. Initially we went to the town and then sort of north or west, and that didn't go well. So straight up east or something else. Can I follow him? If we get ambushed, there's a 3-man group here, should be able to take care of things quickly enough. Wheat, excellent. We don't, strictly speaking, need more wheat anymore. And he disappears. So did Gareth. And I forgot to dump my equipment on the ship. We can carry quite a lot of extra, so there's no need to go back specifically for that. So
a dying shark lies...
With this equipment, warfare skill would be fairly good too. Yeah, the memory and intelligence combos are quite nice. And we could use most of the warfare skills.
A boy at swim. Your name is Joe. You're 9. You're brave. You're off to see your mum. A shadow moves below you. A jagged vice closes on your thigh and pulls
So this
you
was
down.
the missing
Water
boy,
fills your lungs.
right? It was a quest I never completed, at least I didn't think I did. I tried to find the boy's spirit, but the shark ate me. And we know. Easy 3000 experience points. We want some void-tainted fish, I know that. Not that many. Not now, at least. Once we have specific recipes for it, that's a different matter.
What happened here? That voidwoken had someone in its claws.
I think those were, the flying ones were something like level 16. Maybe 15. Not quite 16, but 14, 15, maybe around there. Ah. Not bad. High quality fire. High quality shadow. Good stuff. I have no idea what to produce from those. Yeah, high quality is starting to be good enough though to get some real good stuff going. Could we get a laser? High quality fire and nails and paper. If they don't sell it here, I can just make it myself. Might be a worthwhile idea to try. Can we do it with the blank skill book we already have? I think it's a scroll plus blank skill book that does it. High quality fire. Nails. Paper. Laser ray. Requires pyrokinetic 2. I'll probably save a little bit of cash with that, nothing else. Still, I'll take it. We need to produce fire surfaces before this is reasonable to use, though. I'm not sure what would be the best way to do it. It would have bleed fire might not be a bad idea. Basically, the idea would be to use a single point to create a surface of fire under my own ass. It's worth a try to see how well that works. So theoretically, we'll do basically something like this. Doesn't work. Only enemies. So it doesn't make that much sense then. Resist by magic armor. Phoenix dive. Yes, that'll work. It's not the best way to do it. I mean, if we can plan it beforehand, that would be better. A fire wand would do it. That's the problem with this. I basically would have to put it away in order to achieve that. And that's not really an option, so you would have to use some kind of usable. It is just not a good combination. Still, gotta add something to it. Venomous aura might not be a horrible idea to add. Alternatively, mass cleanse wounds, evasive aura. Evasive aura could be combined with the uncanny evasion. Fire damage on the... Can I add fire damage to this? That would sort of solve my little problem. Poison resistance, earth resistance, physical armor, mass cleanse wounds, don't care. A little bit of extra armor, right. Now that this does fire damage. Yeah, it doesn't work really. It might be enough to ignite things though, so you can sort of work around it. Wonder how close do you have to get in? Yeah, you don't actually have to walk into the fire, you just have to create fire nearby. Okay, that's it's a way to get around the fact. Requires preparation though. If we suddenly get into a fight, we'll just have to figure out something else.
A Magister caravan. I remember one just like this picking me up. Could have been a shipment to Fort Joy. What happened here?
We don't want to eat disembodied hands. That's a spell component.
You twist your head around as the Wendy cries.
Not true. Can't be true.
Void tainted disembodied hand.
No, no, no.
can't be real. Not real. Not happening. No, it's not true. Can't be true.
Void tainted this and that.
No, no, no!
White has drifted.
Back! Get back! I'll kill you!
She slumps, all bravado.
No, 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 no. I've never seen anything like those beasts before. Those? Yes.
Her eyes.
I don't know. I don't know. Old Duna's beard. Loha. No. No. I don't know. I don't know.
She flinches at the slightest rustle of wind through the long grass.
Right. Probably should visit Meister Siva first. It doesn't really require any fighting, and we get the main quest line here. Doubt it, I'm not sure if we have the skill to ask the right questions.
Be grateful that you don't feel the kid is whistling an off-key tune as he strolls about shiftily. He raises an...
Not to Alcina. Ben Mesd. Too bad.
The kid shoves...
Stick with me, kid. I won't steer you wrong. Get yourself in check, boy. I won't have you running off like Millicent and Tully. You'll just end up sliding down some voidwoken's gross.
The older-looking man...
Horde elf. What word do you bring?
His face goes...
The voidwoken.
Hush, Fader. Be quick, man.
He nods his head.
As long as you stay put, you'll be safe.
Are you sure? Them
Probably
sorcerers
fill up
from
a
the
couple of
caravan?
empty bottles.
Maybe
Gonna
not to
make
come back. As long as there's no
grenades out of them.
sorcerers, there's no voidwoken.
They're not really powerful enough to use in tough situations, but if we need to ignite something, create surfaces, they would be just fine. Or add a little bit of extra damage somehow. First things first, Meister
This
Siva.
town looks peaceful enough. Let's find out if looks deceive.
The special abilities are needed to complete some of the quests anyway, so
You can't go in there, Miss.
might as well
The
try to get them
Mistress
as
is home
quickly
and
as
the Magister's
possible.
locked her house up for her.
You want a raw lumpy giblet. And a piece of red meat.
They was very angry about it. They said she's my but then I'm not allowed outside the village.
She looks around.
When the I can hear
She gives you a look.
But going into the house without the Meister is a waste of time anyway. So we might as well go and get her. Might have to fight. I don't think I have enough of a persuasion skill to get
Why would I kill Lucian's
release
second most
Meister
charming
Siva.
son?
Magister guard approaches. Behind her, on the gallows, 2 lizards. One in a Magister uniform hangs dead.
Step away from the prisoner, elf! She's hanging by her hands because the boss don't want her dead. What have you heard? She wasn't there when Alexander fell. But you're going to... She betrayed Alexander. I'd sooner die than free her.
I could bribe her with 10 gold. Probably a prudent thing to do. I don't particularly want to fight these.
You insult me. Why, I wouldn't do it for an entire bag of gold coins. All right then, done. But
Second most charming son.
Can always steal it back, I
The
guess.
lizard hangs.
Welcome to Driftwood.
One bloody...
Taste. Or indeed you could stand there gawping as if you were... Be quick about it. Who knows when that magistrate... God's teeth it feels...
Well, since we're sort of on that, might as well try it just now. Oh, he's permanently gone, I guess. Not that it matters. 300 gold is nothing. Also, I have no idea how it would affect everything else. Probably no way, but it's not worth for such a tiny amount of money.
This place has seen better days.
The Meister sits slumped in a chair.
Damnable red cloak baboons ransacking my wardrobes. As if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
Telekinesis, thievery, perseverance, dodge.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back. Reaching up...
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault. In your case, more than... It is not enough to be...
As she speaks, she stares at the empty spot.
A process by which God-woken may ascend. Enthusiasm? We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have come, God-woken. Fortunately, the Magisters pay as much attention to art as they do to fashion. I pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Your talent for following simple instructions. Push the button. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination.
A stone door lies flush, taking your time.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, God-woken.
T is for troll. We'll pick that. We have an opportunity to kill a couple of trolls here, and I don't recall the rules they follow. Weird rules that if you don't follow in killing them, the trolls, they'll regenerate constantly. They regenerate a ton. Not seeing anything particularly interesting here. Minor items we might get a pittance if we sell them. Animal hides are only useful if I actually turn them into armor. But I guess they would be worth it. At this stage, the armor created might actually have some value.
Ancient runes, weird contraptions. This place is an Arcanist's dream.
Meister is examining...
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken?
Meister Siva's stare...
Indeed, some people...
The Meister...
I pray you're more idiot than mad dog. It would be a shame to expend all this effort just to see you put down. I hope so. To accept divinity, if granted divinity, but make no mistake, the divine cannot use her power for anything else. Very well then. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some black root, ignore any feel, everything you need is here.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the cloisterwood to fetch you more black root.
Opening the door, you see a selection. After a quick rummage, you gather up the black root, obsidian...
Not seeing anything particularly interesting. Source fountain. Chain lightning scroll. Well, that's useful. Medusa head. Hungry flower scroll. We could make this a book now. Would be cheaper than the actual book. At the same time, the scroll might be more useful to us than the book. Because I wouldn't normally cast a spell at all. But in a tough situation, yes, I would. Sorcerer. Nice. Okay, how does this shit work? Need to use this first.
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. As the world fades away,
The deepest recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
I don't think there were any hostiles in the first few times we go there. Later on there's voidwoken. Things that are immune to magic, pretty much, and things that are immune to physical. Divine favor. Petty, priceless, and pointless. Or the same helmet I have another time.
bathed in the heart, it looks...
My chosen. Come. Come, you will see.
The apparition...
Blind eye. Speak the spell.
I want him to take back the Animal Stole. Divine favor. It is totally worthless. The very lint of the gods.
Gone is the strange mirror.
You know me. Your god.
Tis and
Yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, the void, we're battling for our very survival. To save us, but you must together. That means there is but one place we can. It most certain we gave them. That is where the road to divinity leads. I know. One mustn't. The void. Only she who claims everything. I hope, but of course, only so make. But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will. I promise our journey will be fraught with peril.
Course,
You are we, so return. Once you have, you may reach something that saw you have. Speak the spell during your peregrinations, and you will see them. And so, best of luck.
See the different entity. No.
The Meister stares intent.
Still alive?
She leans.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
The Meister's eye.
You are not a. That is unfortunate. Indeed, the river. So we must. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but just so. However,
The Meister.
no matter what is asked of you, you must. Alas, the Majesty would be. And if they're bad.
As she.
I wish there was more I could do, but.
The spirit of an elf.
You. I am the Meister. No air fills my life.
The spirit.
Oh, there's
It
a
is
surprising amount of dialogue in the game. When you're not really listening to it anymore and letting it just play out, you still just cycling through it takes a ton of time. I'm convinced that Divine Favor is a totally worthless item. I still probably want to hold on to it. I'm not that desperate for cash. Right. Job done though. We can probably start selling this crap somewhere.
Let it be known hence in the abs as well the divine Dally, the hammer, hailed.
Dallas leads the order. Lucian will be rolling in his grave.
Yeah, I don't really have much of a recollection about where we should go. What would be the sensible thing to do next? Let's go to the center first. We'll at least get a waypoint there. I want to start buying certain type of crafting items. I need to know what fire skill books we can
My
buy
word,
right
but you
now.
do look exhausted. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Fire's Lock, again good for a summoner, but not for us. Fire Whip, right, that's a good one. It's very hard to steal from these guys too.
I don't come visit your ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Doesn't require anything special from us, so the 2-point skill is still sufficient for
together,
pretty much
Bree.
everything.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
I'm gonna buy a couple of weaker... Ooh, Nether Swap. A couple of weaker air skills. I might try to do combination spells. They're relatively cheap anyway. Like 3,000. Can't afford it.
Keeping it together, Bree.
We would get more money if we would
I'm all
find a
right, as
specific
long as I don't think
shopkeeper
about
we've
it
done
too
a
much.
favor or two for.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Browsers of talents.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I
I
don't
sort of
come
don't
visit
want to
you,
waste
Tug,
my money on the
who will?
identification. I only need
Sure
one
you'd
extra
like to
point
know.
to be able to do it on my own.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
I don't think the rubies have any particular value. I'm pretty sure the lint doesn't either. Yeah, I can't afford this. The nether swap isn't particularly useful, but it's a secondary teleportation ability. It cannot be dismissed. But it's two living characters can switch places. I think this is more useful of countering enemy use of the same ability.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe.
Yep, yep.
Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Right.
Don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
We're taking the flame whip,
There's a lot
just
of
wondering
hope
what
for
to
the junkie
replace.
soul, then.
Not a huge fan of the spontaneous combustion,
Why, I offer
but
nothing
it
less
does a
than the
decent amount of
wisdom of the
damage.
ancients.
And if we are on a fire surface, I need more fire abilities so I can spam them.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it
Oh,
too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Grow dust allows me to clear an area. Don't want to give that away. That has to be sufficient. There's no point checking the other shopkeepers. I don't really have the money to do anything anyway. Well, I could settle some of the... Yeah, I could certainly get a little bit of cash going.
Back for a return visit, are you?
Enough for the 2 spellbooks I was looking for. They're not particularly important though, but I still sort of want to buy them.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Yep, yep.
Okay,
I don't come visit you.
what have we been keeping an eye out for? Not like they're super important, or otherwise I would have bought them a long time ago.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Ability to create
I'm all
clouds.
right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
Basically turn a
You're
surface
safe
into a
among
cloud.
friends.
Also
Never
smoke.
forget it.
Those are things we are interested in. Could be very useful manipulation in certain situations. Create a small cloud around you, hiding you from sight. Yeah, basically, area of effect spells would still go through, but targeted attack spells cannot go through. Or rather, you have to sort of work them through. It's certainly possible to do it.
I can turn
What's the other one? The other was polymorph.
but voidwoken. God knows.
Vaporize. Remove petrified and frozen from target character. Vaporize ground surfaces into clouds. Does not work on oil, ice, or lava surfaces. But you can make a fire cloud, for example.
Keeping it together, Bree.
We also had the other ability. Warfare has the ability of making you
You're
ignore
safe among
clouds.
friends. Never
So
forget it.
it could be a good combination spell there. Important thing is we have options. Without a doubt we're going to have some habits, nasty habits. I really should take the warfare. I'm sort of afraid it's too situational. That's gonna be the problem.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Could you be arranged a little bit differently so same type of abilities would be closer to each other?
You're safe among friends.
Keep talking for
Never
from you
forget
end up
it.
eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you, Ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Right. Let's do things.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Wrap up a quest with the
I'm all
kids
right,
that we
as
didn't
long as
really
it
get
don't
from the kids yet.
too much.
You're safe among friends. Never
Missing friend.
Hello, missus.
The little boy looks at you.
You be careful. No, he's not. His daddy's a fisherman like most daddies round here. We're waiting for our friend.
He went swimming.
For
That's what I said. Fort Joy. He's going to find his mum and bring her back. Cool. How did you know that?
Mrs., have you seen our friend Joe?
Tell him his everything's fine, or just I'm of the harsh through truth type of guy. Alright kids, time to hear the truth. So here's the thing, Joe was eaten by a shark.
The horror grows on their little faces.
No, that's a horrible thing to say. I bet it wasn't Joe. I bet it was someone else's leg in that icky shark.
She bursts into tears, then looks from you to her and back again, then starts crying too.
Let's give them a hug.
After a moment, the crying subsides.
So where's Joe?
Tell him Joe is with his ancestors in the Hall of Echoes. Omit the word hopefully.
It's okay to say you don't know. You don't have...
I think we should go home.
Bye-bye, Mr. Lake.
They skip away.
Well, holy shit, they had a grenade for me. I'll take it. Hit with their grenades. Also, I probably should have restored my source point. We're right on the verge of getting a level up. I'm not leaving the town until we get it. I don't really have money for new skills, so I'm not taking the warfare right now. It would be more or less wasted fully. Might have some of their skills though. Yeah, but and I do have a melee weapon too, so it's not like it would be wasted. But I would have to start using either a two-handed staff or a necromancy. So it's just not a good synergy for how we're currently playing. If not that, then what? Okay, it's also hard to sort of say what the natural value is in these. I think we have about... It's 12 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4 from gear. So 16. This is all natural already. And I don't think anything really lowers finesse. So unless we want to focus especially on bows, it makes no sense to invest in finesse anymore. Which is always useful. We're only getting 3 from gear, so it's 20 otherwise. Still, that's not enough. Plus 2 from gear. That's bad. We could easily lose it at any time. Constitution plus 5 from gear, that's too much. I think it's natural 16. If I basically use this, I won't lose the shield. But against certain opponents I might still lose it with the flesh sacrifice. But for now it's good enough. I don't want to invest in strength if I don't have to. I am getting plus 4 from gear, and that's quite a bit. So am I gonna just shove it into intelligence? This extra damage. 90 to 100. 96 to 106. I'm leaning toward memory at this point. But we also need to push wits higher. We need something a lot like 40 initiative. And I'm not shitting about that. It also gives us a high critical chance, so we want to do maybe take the Savage Sortilege. It gives us critical hits on spell castings. So if we're going to take high wits anyway, we might as well take critical hits. Not sure how much you get. I guess the multiplier is static, so we would do 170% on base of the normal damage. If we can add a huge amount of height damage to that, then we can do a lot of damage with spells in general. And where to put the points? I don't know. I sort of don't want to put them anywhere because of it. Alternatively, we could take 10% damage, extra damage from some way. Plus damage from all high ground attacks. I'll leave that open. It really depends on the good spell abilities, and I don't really recall them. So we'll spend it on skills when we get the skills themselves. But I do need a couple of thousand experience points. Something minor we can do here.
I need those reports, my inkwell is dry. Fetch me some more.
I'll stay out of there, thanks.
Occupy! Oh! Unholy hells! Do I... That's what I get. Bloody made us a little... Oh! Fish into some of my stew! Save me, Luke!
Recipe for tainted stew.
That blasted stew!
Yeah, there's a chance to feed that tainted stew to someone inside the cavern, and I never found out why you would want to do that.
I've spotted something.
I do know how to get the necessary XP to get the level up though. Skeleton of a cat. I couldn't talk to it anyway. Ah.
No rest until the killer is found.
You're the sorcerer, Mary Lane.
Oh, I'm always the sorcerer.
It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something.
I'm telling you, if they got nothing to
The spirit of a magister stares dumbly at her translucent.
My ring! Where's my ring?
The spirit pivots her wrist, staring at the fingerless hand.
I should have been more careful. She hacked at my sword hand first. I couldn't defend myself.
The spirit's lips puff, but it doesn't come. She forlornly stares. The spirit stares, absorbing your quest towards the kitchen.
Missing Magisters. Right, we can get the experience we need easily by going there. I might be able to get it easier by going to the docks, but I might have to also fight a white magister there. I think I avoided that through persuasion the first time. But level 12 magister, okay, he's level 16 I guess, or 15, 18 maybe even, the next time you face him.
On the double.
No, almost no magical armor though. Let's see how that goes.
You too, Julian. Show him how it's done, man.
Assuming...
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo.
Yeah, I might be having to create a fire surface. I can do it with Phoenix type. Let's see how this goes.
Go on, you. The Lord.
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you. The wolf...
I'm going... Tell me. Have you ever been strung up by the hand? We do.
He licks.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with... Oh no, I'm very... There was a wit. Best convince me I was mistaken.
I guess I will get into a fight here. No?
He leans in close.
Interesting. Very well. Seems, but they do. Consider for I've need of a rat catcher. Of course. Stay behind.
But I did not
And
think
with
that
that, I
persuasion
must
would
be
have
off.
worked.
No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How one last should this happen. Adieu and good time has come.
Well, the read of passage is probably useful, and we did get the level up out of this,
Get
so...
on board and man your stations.
Lore Master, please. Ah.
Left behind like a dog. Blah. 7 curses upon that shank.
Mm, 2 points to spend. Might not be a horrible idea to spend on memory. Same time, it's strictly speaking not really necessary either. But what is? One extra ability. We probably want to buy things like Hydra Sophie spells and things like that. That would naturally fill these up. Anything else? Maybe. Creating clouds, would that be useful? Maybe, but that's again a big goddamn maybe. I'll take the adrenaline. It's basically useful for everyone.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes. None the worse for wear, apparently.
You! Yes, I am. Now answer me. Did you meet with the Magister Caravan? By the Bishop's bones, you saw. Void Raymond. Too many things. Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. They've. You know what Queen just. There's a local. And maybe in. It's wild. Should you find. In that case. Go.
Free key, free level up, no complaints.
I'm alright, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among
We could do minor tasks and investigations here, but we could also just leave town. I do need to know who the hell sells hydrosophy spells.
You needing supplies? I'd stock up if I were you. It's madness out there. Never seen anything like it.
Fully restore target character's magic armor, removes tons of status effects. I want cold damage attacks, new types. Global cooling, ooh, that's a good one. Set shield on enemies around you and deal water damage. Freeze all susceptible surfaces. This could be very good, especially if we combine it with the ability to turn ice into magic armor. We could use 2 points to 1 point to create water, 1 point to cool it, and then make another point to just drain all of it and turn it into magic armor. This is fairly expensive, and I cannot afford this unless I sell some significant assets. I really want it though, it is very very nice. Something a little bit more. Grenades might be a good option. Certain type of grenades I'm unlikely to use. Razzle the Dazzle is a good example. No, nail bombs are the worst. I hate those things.
There's not called for the jump.
Not good enough.
John, why I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
5 gold pieces. Yeah, I'll take it.
Until later then.
And a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar. If I don't come visit you, Ton, who will?
Perfect. Now we need to go get kill stuff, get new loot. Substantial cold and fire attack abilities. Lightning sort of a mix between some earth to have add to variety. Right, if I recall correctly, the correct path to take was here,
As long as you stay put,
enemy wise. Sweet. Already level 10. It's probably as high enough as we need to go to the eastern sections. At least for now. This was a group of voidwoken. Might not be a horrible idea to create a field of fire here. Yeah, I can't maintain it for long enough. This is not a good... Yeah, the Phoenix Dive is probably the correct way to do this.
There's one infected egg behind them. Perhaps there's still a chance.
They're pathetic. The cost came down, right. They come after me, they get automatically petrified now. Let's see what they do. Once there's more of them, we can then blast them with something a little bit more powerful. Let's see what they do. This is actually not that bad for us. I wanted to be in the fire after all. Minor little shits are totally irrelevant. And he's just level 9 with magical armor as his weaker point. They could petrify his ass, I guess. Right. Not bad at all. Anthropod leg. Still more a warm-up than anything else.
There you are, little egg.
Can't talk to the animals, so I'm not sure if I can do this quest either. You would need to hatch little peeper. I can't communicate with the chickens, I'm not sure how the hell I'm gonna do that.
She leaps up and grabs the egg with her foot. She cocks a black eye up.
5,000 experience points, no need to even have the ability to talk to animals to do these quests. So what's the point in taking the pet pal then? I suppose you would possibly not have any idea what the hell you're going to do unless you won at least once at the pet pal. And you still probably can't do most of the quests. But some seems to me that it's sort of worthless.
Magisters, take that!
Doubled over in, noting the attention, he straightens, revealing in you become warmth. It's a one-man job. A job you feel the massacre. Your lantern reveals ravaged corpses in every direction. No, a dark staggering back from Kinnet's deathly grasp. Only your own blood now pumps through your heart. With your living eyes, you see him trembling in front of you as your source. He looks around.
Boys are no match for Magisters.
The spirits of
Sorcerer! You must hate the Reds as rightly so. Reds had sorcerers locked up tight in that caravan.
the Magister lunged.
Anna, you saw it with your own eyes. You know Sorcerer's Law, Voidwoken, and you know we don't—
Not to flip your flock.
The Magister snort.
Loha, I should have known. Sorcerer, if you want to stay alive around these parts, you'll stay far, far away from that walking vermin. Though, before it all, Voidwoken stole—
The dwarf eyes you. The Magister.
If I knew that, we'd have taken him out long ago. All I can say is, he's somewhere in Driftwood, and every—
The Magister's sure.
We tried to—
Really not much to gain here.
I've little to say to one who—
I didn't see any point in not helping the Magister because Anhar isn't giving me anything useful either. I might as well do the little things I can do. Should be extra voidwoken here. Need to take a little bit of a closer look at them. What exactly are they weak against, basically?
Ma, can you hear me?
That doesn't sound...
Anything but poison.
The little boy lobs a stone across the river. It makes a long arc before
Oh, Ma, are you all right?
a screech.
You have to help. You can't see her. She said there was a... They killed everyone. And mine... I'm not trying to stop them. You will. Maybe you can cross the river then. Yeah.
His gaze shoots.
I'll keep distracting him. No way.
He performs a...
Now go out. Ma, can you hear me?
Last time I fought this fighter was vastly over leveled for it. I don't really have a much of a grasp how tough the fight actually is.
And who are you? Oh, never mind, no time. Hurry on in and gear up. There's a voidwoken right out the front door.
We should steal her grenades. I mean, cluster grenades are so goddamn expensive when you want to buy them.
Firing? He's still out there? We gotta do this fast. Let's get those bugs out of here. You in? Fire the 7, that's what I'm talking about. I got all the fixings here for every kind of bomb, grenade, missile and shell you can imagine. Make what you want and then...
I guess I can just let her keep the grenades. I mean, she's gonna be using them in the fight anyway. But not the meteor shower one. That's actually useful. Too good for her, really. Yeah, I wonder who robbed you. So many possibilities. Are they level 9? Yep, they shouldn't be too much trouble. I mean, I'm only level 10, but still above their level, so it should be enough. Where the hell did I get the experience? Oh, fuck it. We'll go into the fight. Well, that didn't go my way at all. The water buckets immediately doused the fire. That one's next. He's feeding. Which means what exactly? Animals busy feeding, so it won't probably do anything on the first turn. That one is not feeding. I want to get rid of the mage armors. If nothing else, I can do the Medusa head and have them be petrified if they come close to me.
Ready, set, squash!
This is technically poison and earth, right? Yeah, lower the cost. You threw a grenade at yourself. Okay, they're immune to petrification. That's wonderful. Might have miscalculated here a bit then. Yeah, there's a real chance I might die. I can't heal myself, I'm burning, I'm cursed, and all kinds of nasty things. Ah. And now they're petrified. Where the fuck did the immunity petrification come from then? Guess it doesn't really matter. But who wants to explode first? Can't explode first because they're petrified. At last she managed to throw the most useless grenade possible. New challenger appears. Wait, what to do it with you? So I can heal now. It worked on the cursed fire though. I can easily keep disabling him. Okay, she almost died because I didn't react fast enough. Holy hell, she still might, for all I know. Okay, this is no good. Should keep her alive though. We get tons of bonuses from the elevation difference, so we probably should take advantage of this. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Ugly thing, innit?
Mari flashes a massive horsey smile at you.
By the seven, that was something. What'd I tell you? Nice scratch. Oh, sure. Didn't catch your name, though. Pleasure's mine. You all right? Dunno about you. Then again, if you hadn't rolled in when you did, I might be with a bug. Hate to cut this short. Mind lowering the bridge, though.
Okay, not a bad start to this place again.
There you are, my...
Well, management heavy, trying to figure out what the hell do we want to start with.
Let me get a good look at you. You're okay?
Of course I am, Ma.
100,000 for next level up.
Fit as a fiddle. And what's the size?
And the house?
She'll be all right. And there's my little spider monkey. Spider monkey, come here.
Mother and
I was
son
thinking
fall
we
into
might
a
be
tight
better off
embrace.
robbing the house
One
now
tear
that
rolls
they're out
down
here.
Mari's nose, falls on the black. Mari seems...
Mark.
Hey, wait. Thank you so much for...
Thank the gods. I know a good arm when I see one. I'll tell my cousin Ryman what you did. He's real high up in the order, and he's visiting Driftwood as we speak. Could be. Reckon there's space for us in the Magister's barracks. Ryman ought not to turn down his own cousin. Some dwarves, locals, the voidwoken must have sensed them. Came in formation like a proper battalion. No match for the... As red. We're off into town.
Animal scales is a good component for scrolls. I have no recollection of what it does, but it might even be a source orb combination. So something fairly decent. 200 sword, never gonna use it. Magical... A lot of okay stuff, but nothing particularly interesting. I think I'll just take the most valuable, which is the 200 sword. And we'll loot the place, see what we can find. I'm trying to figure out what the scales are for. Grapes are for planar gateway. No idea. Probably not that important. They might not be for scrolls then. Hardly matters. I need more loot. What about insects? Insects legs has to be spider legs. I can't imagine it being anything else. Yeah, it's one of the better alien life essences, and anthropod legs, probably spider legs. That might actually be a good scroll to make. Because it's not something you often use, so having it to use up a memory slot might not be a sensible thing. But when you need it, it can be very useful. Basically you would want it for the entanglement ability. Entangled characters can't move, and I don't think they can teleport around either. So you basically have them in one spot and they can't do shit. Grenade making components, firestorm grenades. Nothing particularly valuable though. Still good basic stuff. How to make masterwork runes. Hatch key. Good stuff. Nothing amazing. Right, just crap that it's mildly useful, but nothing particularly interesting. I'll check the cellar and leave things at that.
Rather large for a cellar, isn't it?
Still don't have enough loot to really go and shop anywhere. We also don't really know any shopkeepers that we could easily pickpocket. At this point it might also be beneficial to just wait. Because we might get other items that have thievery besides the pair of gauntlets we currently have. And there's no drastic need to get the skill books anymore. We have a healthy supply and we are constantly getting food. So we're not in a desperate situation like we were in the start of the game. Carry weight situation is still healthy at least. Okay, how much did that weigh? 150 pounds, not worth it. We have a few body parts too that we've been storing. We might as well eat them. No hands though. I'm like 100% sure one of them was a crafting component. Disembodied hand. Grasp of the Starred. I think that was when you have a blood field and everything in the blood will be attacked by hands grasping from blood. And there would be physical damage doing hands too.
I've spotted something. I've spotted something.
Right. I think this place leads to the local cemetery. Riker's Rest. still have no idea what the hell I did with the switches. Maybe it lowers the... No, there's a place where here we can go. I was thinking maybe it lowers the bucket. But that doesn't make all that much sense. I mean, you can just walk here, it's not that big of a deal. And if you go jumping around through teleportation, you don't really need any of this. Yeah, I want to take a closer look at that now, because it's fresh on my mind. What if I don't press all of them? Does something even change? Maybe there's a sequence, maybe there's an additional button, I haven't forget it yet. I mean, something has to change with the buttons. I would imagine they open this somehow. Because I can't really think of anything else of value here. And you have heavy barrels, so maybe all of them don't have enough weight to them. Usually it's a visible click if they have enough weight. Yeah, there's not enough weight here, I'd say. Yeah, I can't really see much of a difference. This clicked, I'm sure of that. Yeah, I don't get this. Sure, I want to waste time figuring it out either. It somehow opens those doors, but since we can sort of teleport through them anyway, I don't see why I should bother. Right, it's a decent start here. Now we need to locate a place where there are level 10 or 9 opponents and kill them, do quests there until we are ready to move on.
The turtle ambles.
Wonder if I could do the quest here. Lure the rat to the turtle, basically.
I hear something scurrying around.
Dot's color. I don't know if I care enough. I can try it once. No, the mice never came down here unless you talk with the turtle. Present it with the problem and a solution to it, so I don't think that'll work. I'll leave things here. No, Rikers doesn't have
As you
hostiles.
move to ascend the stair.
Why do you lurk or face the consequences? A truth. The truth? Head upstairs, God.
He builds a mansion on the edge of a graveyard.
What level are you? Level 11. They're a little bit too high. So maybe Riker's Rest isn't the correct place for us. I can move around a little bit trying to find appropriate opponents. But yeah, that's a problem for another time. 11 isn't too bad though, but there's a significant increase in defenses here, and I don't think my damage quite up to that level.